I just need 5 more minutes.
Oh, man.
I have nothing. I have nothing to wear.
Good evening.
Everything fits so tight.
Hope you guys
When did I gain this weight?
jumping on here. I hope somebody's hearing this out here, okay? Oh, there's a viewer right there.
Seriously. I don't know what to wear. Where are we going? What are we doing? What am I supposed to wear? Nothing fits.
It's a surprise.
I don't have anything.
You're going to have to figure it out.
Well, do I go super dressy? Do I go super casual?
I do something like in between.
Overdressed. I don't want people to look at me funny. Like, are they going to look at me weird if I wear heels?
No, you look good. Heels are good.
Well, if we show up there and people don't have on heels, I'm going to be mad at you.
Isn't this crazy? Do you hear this? Do you hear this? Erroneous. You're going to look great, though.
Nothing. I have nothing to wear.
Sound familiar? What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing awesome tonight. Lindsay's getting ready for our date, and she's having some trouble. But she should be joining us just shortly. All right, and I hope you guys are having a good evening. Jump on, join us, say what's up. I'm gonna roll this up just a little bit. Hope you guys are excited for tonight.
A few more minutes.
Baby, you just take your time, okay? You just because looking good takes time, doesn't it? Looking good takes time.
So you're saying that when I get ready really fast, I don't look good?
That is not at all what I'm saying.
Why are you shaking your head yes?
Oh, me, oh my. Hello, everybody. Again, here we are. Great date planned. I'm waiting on the woman. She looks great. Closet full of clothes saying she has nothing to wear.
Nothing to wear. You didn't give me enough heads up about this.
Can you believe that? Yeah, right.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
Well, we're going to be late for our reservation. And we're probably going to have one, so.
Some people don't have to put on makeup and fix their hair.
I'm pretty sure everybody does that.
Not you.
Well, I don't have to.
I know that's not.
Shh, look at this. They call it natural beauty. All natural. Oh, man, guys, we got an awesome episode for you tonight. I'm going to be talking about dating, okay? The D word, okay? So, talked about the S word, now we're going to talk about the D word.
The big D word?
Maybe that didn't come out quite how I intended for that to happen there. But yeah, guys, so awesome episode. Dating, super important. Hope you guys are still doing it, but hey, it happens. We forget to do it anymore, and it is super duper important. So we've got some really good tips for you tonight, which...
Call my mom and see if she'll just come get the kids. We're running late. We're going to be late. Just see if she'll come grab them.
Oh, man, we have done that many a time. You know what? I do need the notes. So would you be a doll and grab those on your way in?
Seriously?
On your way in, please. I think they're on the couch. Love you. Made some notes, but you remember how we talked about forgetfulness? Yeah, that had just happened. That was one of those instances. But hey, I made the notes, right? I wrote them down, made some notes. Anyway, but guys, what I want you to do, give me a thumbs up if you're still going on dates, if you love dating. Give me a thumbs up if you sometimes don't know what to do, okay?
Why were you in my
miss
chair?
Well, I was getting everything set up, but yeah, so here she comes, finally.
I'm afraid this is not a drill that our children are going to burn the house down in the kitchen.
What's Layton doing? There should be no open flame or anything.
Cooking Brussels sprouts.
Well, in the oven, but I'd already turned the oven on. All I should do is hit start.
It just kind of smells like something might be
Well, I mean, no flame, no knives. We should
Okay.
be good.
I'm here. I'm ready.
All right, I'm sliding this over. She has arrived, and she looks fantastic.
Am I dressed for appropriate attire?
Yeah, I think so.
right.
Okay, hold on. We got to swing our mic over here. There it comes. Blocks me. That's story of my life.
I'll scoot. I'll share.
Story of my life. Just over here. Nobody cares about me. Like Eeyore, huh? Don't I sound pitiful?
Do you hear that?
Hey,
Do you hear that?
Hey, somebody out there, could you feel sorry for me real
Do
quick?
you hear that? It's the
Oh, man.
smallest violin.
Hey, my heart bleeds for you.
Oh, I forgot how that went, so thanks for telling me.
See, you don't even know how to insult me. Pitiful. Pitiful.
All
Put my
right.
earbuds out. Why are they? You know how long I spent cleaning that case earlier?
I did. I saw you cleaning that case like this.
Oh my gosh, that
Well,
makes me so
I
mad.
mean, at least they're not in your ears.
True. They're about to be. All right. I think we got the pot.
We are.
Oh, we're a little behind.
Oh,
we got to start this.
okay. Because we don't want to ruin your all's date night. So
That's right.
Let's
And
get
it
started.
Could be date night. All right, we're gonna click this, and here we go in 3, 2, 1.
hey, everybody. I'm Lindsey,
And I'm Jamie.
and we're here for night number 5 of Love and Marriage. It is night number 5, right?
Love and is it?
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
And-
It's episode 5. That's
and
right.
we are talking about
Is it really?
dating.
Okay. Well, my
Did you
Instagram
forget?
story post was incorrect then. It said episode 4, but you got the gist. We just wanted you to come hang out.
Only
So-
episode 4 with you because you only 4.5.
Yeah, I
you were
wasn't
only here
late.
for half last
So,
night.
but we are back. It is episode 5, and it's about dating.
And it's fun. So much fun.
Should be fun. It's a blast.
I think we should start with some of the dates we went on when you wanted me so bad.
Well, I just want to know who's dating out there. Are you dating your spouse? Anybody? Thumbs up, hands up. Do you go on dates? Do you not go on dates? No biggie.
There we
know.
go.
Whoop,
Them
whoop.
dates. That's right.
Super duper important, guys. But why? Why is dating? Why is continuing to date so important? I think this is good way to start.
Why is dating important?
I want to hear your take, and then you're going to ask me the same question.
Well, Jamie, I think that dating is important because it gives us time together, to spend together, alone together, to talk to each other, to enjoy things that we used to enjoy together, do things maybe we used to do together, reminisce, bring back those old, hold hands,
The flame,
kiss a little bit,
spark.
get away from each other outside of work.
Yeah.
And
New
like
setting, new
we were
environment.
just sitting on the couch with the kids and we couldn't talk at all because it was bad. Gives us the opportunity to just talk and to have
be
some
needed,
fun.
but in a different way.
Right, yeah. And
Yeah,
just
I love that.
relax.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
Jamie,
Very true.
why is
Gosh.
dating so important to you? You had time to think about it.
Yeah, but like you took all of it. Man, I've really goofed. I should have led the way.
Yeah.
I know that was all so good. Yeah, dating is important. I mean, all those things you said. We need time with each other
Yeah.
outside of work or outside of at home doing laundry and I'm not being mean. We got the best kids in the world, but
We do.
sometimes you need some time away from your kids.
Yeah.
Send them somewhere.
That's right.
Give them some sticks. Tell them to go outside. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But it's important. The one thing about dates too. Oh, this is what I was going to say. When you really are dating or getting ready for a date, what do you got to do when you get ready for a date? If you're a guy or if you're a girl, more so on the guy maybe.
You have to do a little preparation.
You got to plan.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put a little work
Gotta
and a
look
little
good,
effort. Yeah.
whether it's in heels and
And I think
or
that
tennis shoes
I think that says something to your spouse.
I
You got to put a little effort in,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a way of saying, "Hey, I haven't forgot about you. You matter to me, baby. You
Mm-hmm.
matter." That's right. So,
You know
anyway,
what makes bonus when it's like something, I won't say I've dropped the hint, but I'm like, oh, that looks fun, or that would be something fun to do, and then you're like, bam, I listened. I heard you.
Oh, yeah.
I heard you say it.
Yeah, listening. There it is. Showing up again, guys.
So before we get married, it's like, what can I do to really just whoa the other person?
Yeah, you're trying to impress them.
That's right. So why don't you tell them about the very first date you took me on?
All right, guys. So it's a great story.
It really
was a great date. I mean, I blew her socks off, okay?
Yeah, he talks about why I love him. I was just so in love with him. This is why. Nobody had ever pulled out the stops.
You love me. So, here we go. First date that we ever went on. There was a lot to it, and it was good stuff. So, new movie out at the time was Superbad. And it was hilarious. Okay, she might not have dug that much, but it was hilarious. Okay?
I just got to be with you, so I was super happy.
We went to see Superbad. We went out to eat, had Mexican.
Yes.
Had Puertos, which, I mean, is awesome. Plus, it's good on a budget.
It's true. Jamie was broke college student.
But, so we went to Puertos. We went and saw a movie. We went and had ice cream, okay? Blizzards. All right.
Which are still to this day our favorite.
Big Blizzard fans from DQ, okay? And then here's the real icing on the cake, okay? So there's a little gym in Bowling Green that, I would say, but there's probably a lot of people that know about it, but maybe not. I don't think you did at the time.
I had no idea.
And I was like, we're going to the beach in Bowling Green, okay? And I had the gate code to a subdivision. It's River Green there in Bowling Green. Went in the back gate there, and they've got this super sprawled, super manicured lake, and it's got this huge beach and beautiful gazebo and little lamps on the walls back there. And I took her to the beach in the middle of Kentucky, okay? Right in the middle of town.
At night, under the stars.
Yeah, I kicked the shoes off, walked over there. Deal was done.
Yeah.
She
ain't
never had anything like that before, okay?
And he opened doors for me and
chivalry. Where is the chivalrous gentleman out there? That's right.
And then you want to know what happened? Tell him, Jamie.
Oh, and
tell him what happened.
Then we lived happily ever after. I mean,
No. For 9 months, he tormented me with, I just want to be friends. Oh, I think I want to be something more. Oh, I just want to be friends. I can't be in a serious relationship right now. Oh, I just want to be friends. Oh, I think we can make it. I think we can make it work.
Total guy.
I'm willing to try it.
She loved it too.
Oh.
You loved it.
That's why I had to pray for patience, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Had to pray for some patience.
She loved it because she wanted it and she couldn't quite have it all. But and it drove her crazy.
It did. He did. He drove me crazy and still does.
All guys know that sometimes that's how you got to play it.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you were playing though.
No, not really. I was just kind of,
Jamie.
Being real,
He's very indecisive. He has buyer's remorse. He probably wanted to return me after a week of being married to me. I'm not really sure.
That's a very unfair judgment.
But it was an incredible first date. Like, he pulled out all the stops. I mean, of course I wanted him after that, But then we get married and we get through that honeymoon phase and life just happens and we forget to date each other.
Happens. I think it happens fast.
It can happen really fast.
Yeah, super duper fast.
Dates are super important. And like we said, we're not the absolute best at putting it in there for every Thursday night and that being our date night. Our life just doesn't allow that. Our work schedules don't allow that. But we do. How many times do you say we go on a date a month? Probably at least once or twice.
Yeah, a couple times.
Even if it's just to go out to eat, But we don't really do something fun about once a month. And Jamie is really good with he's the master of epic dates. Is that Smolder?
That was Smolder.
Smolder.
It's like Jumanji Small. I heard music but that's one of the things we were talking about last night. When I go to planning a date, or I kind of get excited about it, and I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do? How am I going to raise the bar here? And again, I'm in competition with myself. And I try to figure out how I'm going to make it a little better each time. Now, granted, sometimes, we can just go out to eat, we spend some time together, but
And
sometimes...
there's nothing wrong. Like, those are great dates, too.
No.
But
just sometimes I get it in me, I'm like, okay, I don't know why for this one, but I'm
spice
going
it
to go...
up a little bit.
Yeah. Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm spicing it up a little bit,
And
we're trying to do something brand new. Oh, well, she don't know. You don't even know, do you?
Tell them what it is.
Well, I can't. Because you don't even know.
Dang it. He
The only
did
thing I
send me
did,
the
tell him.
dress code attire and told me what I needed to prepare for this.
Yeah, I just sent her a text message, and all it had on it was the dress code. What she would need to be
Which is,
wearing
thank
for it.
goodness, it's very specific because I love Jamie, but I'm like, what do I need to wear? Heels okay? Oh yeah, that'll be fine. And then we'll get there, and people will be like,
taking you on the
look
date.
I know, but then people
You
are
can
looking
at least figure out what to wear.
like go-kart racing, when I show up in heels. Wasn't that a surprise? Did you surprise me with that?
You didn't show up in heels. You had on open-toed shoes, but they let you drive anyway.
Yeah, there were heels under there. But
No, I didn't surprise you with that.
you didn't. You told
No,
me. I
you
can't
did.
remember. I can't remember if you told
Most
me
of the
or
time,
not.
like,
Sometimes
if you're
I
going out, just look nice. We'll make it work.
know.
Who cares? I mean, unless you're going, like, mudding or something. Then you need to know.
Well, you can
Mud
wear
and heels if you want to. Who
You can
cares?
mud and heels. I haven't done that yet because it's been winter months, but
But raise the bar. That's guys and girls. Okay, so dating, really, I know, dating, when we talk about dating, whose role is it really to do it? Now, I think the roles fall evenly.
especially once you get
women
married.
and men. But most of the time, guys are doing kind of the planning work. The lady might, hint and drop a little nugget here and there that, oh, we should go out sometime, or it's been forever since we've been out. But most of the time, I don't think they're the ones that should or should have to. And I feel like I'm always like riding men on here, but I'm not excusing you ladies, okay? But I think men most of the time, that's kind of like their thing. They ought to be like putting it together, Now, I'm not saying you got to tell them what to wear every time, but at least making the preparations for it. Getting them ready, making the plans, making that effort. I feel like I think that's a big deposit in the old emotional bank account there. It's planning dates.
Well, and we have, it's really easy to brew and stew. We've not gone on a date. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't love me anymore. Don't do that. Don't build all this up in your head that the reason that, he's not asked you to do anything for Valentine's Day or do this or do that. Maybe you just need to tell him. He might think you're busy, if you come home and you're like, gosh, it's so stressful at work, or
if you say how tired you are all the time. That's a big thing.
They may be like, well, she doesn't feel like going out. Have those conversations. Don't stew on it and build up anger and bitterness towards your spouse. What was it, 2 weeks ago? I looked at you and was like, I just really want a night out with you. And bam, he did it.
What night was that? Pizza night?
No, the night we went to bowling to the Smash Room.
Oh, yeah, that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smash Room. That was fun.
Which was amazing.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good one. It was something different. So you're right, though. Don't like self-talk.
Right.
And guys do that too. But like ladies, talk to him. He may just not realize, or
he may not even know how long it's been.
Yeah, sometimes you may not realize some of the things you're saying, because guys will pay attention. If you're saying, oh, I'm tired, if they hear, oh, I'm tired, and they hear that all the time, most of the time, or in my mind, it fires off, well, she's tired. She's not really going to want to do anything, okay? So, and it's kind of like being considerate. I'm listening to what you're saying.
I'm hearing you. You don't feel like it.
So don't be sending mixed messages to the man, okay? All right?
No.
They don't need none of that baloney.
That's right.
They're cut and dry. Tell them.
Right.
And we'll make it happen, okay?
And if you're newlyweds in your marriage, it's really easy because we did this. Like, you have these high expectations for your spouse. And it's like, you want them to continue, really just bringing the thunder with the dates like they were when they were trying to win you over. And you set these expectations really high and you're like, oh, they're going to surprise me with this or they're going to do that. And then you become disappointed really quick. Sometimes. Sometimes
Poor guys.
we have those princess fairy tale standards that we're living up to, that we're just going to be swept off our feet and it's going to be this most romantic night. You all get that out of your heads. Like, there's nights
It can be sometimes.
and I think it should be sometimes. But when you expect something and that's not what happens, we tend to be a little disappointed, and that can kill date night.
Maybe you just got to check what you expect.
Exactly. I agree. That's what I'm saying.
But sometimes it's counterintuitive too, because you don't want to just expect the crappiest of the crappy, you know. But sometimes they, you know, the old saying is, you know, if you plan for the worst, you're more likely to end up pleased with the outcome.
Right. But if you expect nothing, I think you're grateful. You're more grateful when your husband just takes you out on a date, even if it's just to eat, whatever it is. So we have to be appreciative, you know. We can't be hard to please. When he asks what we want to eat or where we want to go, tell him. Don't make it a mind. No mind games.
Yeah. Sometimes I just want Lindsey to tell me, what are you in the mood for? We'll go there. Sometimes I'll just make the decision. It's not a big deal.
So I just would normally rather him make the decision.
Yeah. But sometimes what happens, and let me tell you why guys will get into the habit of not wanting to make the decision, is they'll make the decision and it's like,
wrong.
well, that don't sound good.
That's wrong.
They'll make another decision. Oh, that don't sound good either. Well, what do you want? Well, I don't know. I mean, has anybody ever heard that? Because it happens. I've heard that. And then instead of making a decision the next time, you just ask them up front and you're like, I just want you to decide. You never to decide anything.
It's true. Like, this is year 1 through 5. Year 1 through 5 in your marriage. Year 1 through 5. And then you start to learn each other and you start to just...
You're so indecisive. I don't understand. Why?
Fine, I'll pick the place. Happens, you all.
Oh, gosh. That is so funny.
But if you haven't been, like, your spouse hasn't asked you on a date in a while, maybe you look back and be like, what happened the last time we went on a date? You know, we've got to have reason, like, we've got to think about some things. We can't be difficult. We cannot be difficult. This is coming from somebody who's been a difficult dater before. A very difficult dater.
Not with me though. You wanted to go up. It was easy, you know.
Oh, I've been difficult with you before though.
Yeah, but when you wanted me real bad, nah.
Anything went.
I was the difficult one.
Mm-hmm. And another thing that can ruin a date quicker than anything, and we're going to talk talking about money while you're on your date with your spouse.
Oh yeah, well,
don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's good.
Yeah, but really, how often is that
it's
the
like,
case?
Sweetheart,
I got the Jelly of the Mud Club bonus.
I hit the lotto.
Now those
$480 million. Woo!
Why are you taking me to McDonald's tonight?
Just because that's going to happen, right? But it could. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's. Oh, one thing I wanted to throw in there. So the no expectations generally lends its way to an attitude of gratefulness. Mm-hmm. But if Lindsey looks at me and has gotten to the place to where she just expects nothing, then I feel like, man, I need to check up what I'm doing. Because if the expectations are that low, I must not be delivering anything. It would kind of be like, I don't know if you're on a job or something, and you know they're like, well, we're going to call him in. We're going to call Jamie in, and they're like, because they got high expectations. I feel like that's what you want. You want to be that guy.
Okay. Well, I can
call him in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Plan it.
I'm gonna raise.
No, I'm not saying you should.
I'm gonna raise my standards.
No, I'm just saying this could be a general.
After tonight, you all heard it. I'm raising my standards.
Oh, that's okay.
He set the bar really high.
Valentine's Day is going to be awesome.
Well, it better not 1 second of it better disappoint. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, if it does, we'll get in a fight, and then I'll blame you. So, you'll ruin Valentine's. Anyway, but let's talk about. You know, we've got some notes here, but we've talked about and want to discuss with you. First off, we're going to talk about some really good tips, things that should be going on during the date, okay? Things that you should be doing once you ask the wifey out on the date, okay? Things that you should do during that date. And then after that, we're going to follow it up with just some great date ideas.
Stuff we've done.
Yep.
Been on.
Experience, again, this stuff is what we've done, it's worked, and they're easy things that you should do right now or take it and apply it to Valentine's Day. You know,
Or maybe
got a good reason to plan.
And some of the things we're going to talk about is not just necessarily dates, but like fun, just stuff to do for your spouse that says, oh, hey, you know, they took time to really think about me and, you know, do this for me. So, or plan this for me.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's go. Let's talk about some tips.
All right, just little
tips. All right. Hold hands. Hold hands.
That's a good first
not that
one.
hand. Show. This is.
Oh, okay.
You can't hold hands like this with Jamie. This bothers him. I've been married to him. He hates this.
Well,
He wants the. What's this called?
Oh, this one's just, hey, we're friends or something.
Hey, we're friends.
You know?
Yeah. We were there for 9 months.
Yeah.
He prefers
This
this
right
kind of
here.
hold.
Do you see it, guys? That's the commitment clasp. But everybody listening, the commitment clasp is all the fingers interlocked, okay? That's the hand. If it's just the hand, fingers together folded, it's kind of like, I thought about it, but, you know, it's a sympathy hold, okay? The other one says that I'm in.
Do you need my hand? I don't like it. Here.
Okay,
There
yeah.
you
In it to win it, right there, okay? All right, there you go. Sometimes the hand gets a little sweaty, but you stay in there anyway.
It's because you're so nervous. You're on that date.
Sometimes, yeah. So hold hands during your date, guys. If you're in the movie, if you're in the car, if you're walking down the street, walking in the restaurant, grab the hand.
Put the arm.
They'll love it, yeah. Throw the arm around them, pull them in close. They're going to love it.
Yeah. Because you remember, like, when you're dating, it's like, are they going to hold my hand? Are they not going to hold my hand up? And then you slide it over, and it's like,
yeah, there's like that
he
nervous
loves
like,
me.
Is this right? Is this right? And again, you could probably reference raising your hands in church. You start, you know, real low, real nervous. Is this right? I don't know. Okay. Oh, what's happening? Oh. It's like the 90-degree elbow bend. And then praise him. Okay. You know, now you grab the hand. It's all good. It's worked out.
And everybody, the girl, I know, knew. Loved him. I just loved him so much.
I do. He's calling my hand. Oh, okay. Number 2, guys. Number 2. So hold the hands, throw the arms around each other. It's good stuff, okay?
Kiss, kick the heels up.
Both.
Kick the heel up when you kiss.
Both the man and the woman, the husband and the wife, I think really enjoy that stuff. I can speak from a guy's perspective. If the wife comes in and just gives you a hug, or you're on a date, she pulls the arms around you or gives you the peck out of nowhere, I enjoy that. Like, it speaks volumes, small little stuff. Okay, the next one is big, okay?
And this is probably
Super
something
huge.
that bugs the freaking life out of me when I see people at restaurants or, you know, you got a family of 4 and all of them are sitting here texting and none of them are looking up, making conversation with each other. Like, get your food to go and go sit in separate rooms if you're gonna just do this the whole time, like not interacting with each other. And when couples do that on their date, when you're in the car, or when you're sitting down at a restaurant, or if you're on your phone the whole entire time, guess what?
It drives me crazy. Oh, I can't stand it. And not just on dates either, but we're only going to talk about dates right now, okay? Because I don't need to be on soapbox. No, but she's right. Like, that is so bad for so many reasons, okay? Because if you're out with your spouse, the person that is supposed to be the most important thing to you, and I'll say possession because we're each other's possessions on the face of this planet, and she's not important enough for you to look up from your phone, that you're more likely scrolling a social media platform looking at somebody else's life. What does that say to them? How much do I matter to this person that I can't have an hour, you know, a couple hours of their time? Gosh, you talk about really doing some bad work there and really chopping away at your marriage in a negative way.
Definitely deducting out of that emotional bank account.
Especially if you're on a date. I mean, it's bad enough, like, if it's just, you know, in conversation generally with your spouse. But
and I typically I know it bothers him so bad that when we're in a fight, like, that's what I do to make him the maddest.
She does too, and we're going to talk about that.
But
like the fighting episode you need to tune in for.
He puts his headphones in. So.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, we'll share that Like, you got to stop. Actually, we're building some hype around it.
That's right. They want to hear about this. They might be let down.
But put the phone down. Play a fun game. I've seen people that will go out to eat. If you're with your family or with your spouse, you put your phones in the center. The first one to pick it up and look at it during the date is the one that has to pay for the meal.
Right.
It's a shame we got to make a game out of trying to put our
right.
phones down when we're out, but do the best you can. Be very intentional about the time you have with this person that's right in front of you.
Oh, that's
okay?
good. Intentional time.
Yeah, be very
You're
intentional with your time. It's such a shame, and I think that really that's probably a contributor to why people maybe don't go out as much, or just struggles in marriage in general. You know,
I agree.
Is not looking up from that thing, and paying attention to the person that's literally right there in front of you,
and
physically.
their needs.
Yeah. So.
And I just think about, when you asked me out on that first date, the only text that I wanted to send anybody is like, "Oh my gosh, I'm out with Jamie Bowler."
Yeah,
but I didn't
remember having my phone. I had a phone, but it was not anything fancy.
That's what you should think about. If you are like, that first date and you're out with them, you're like, glued, intense, you're listening, especially if like you're really want to be with them.
Yeah.
You really want to be with them, and you're not checking your phone, you're not caring, you don't care what's going on with the rest of the world. Like, you want to live in that moment for like the rest of your life. Like, you don't want to leave that moment because they may never go out with you again.
And maybe that's how you should approach it.
Yeah.
Because it could happen. Married or unmarried.
It's true.
Treat it all like that. Treat it like that, they might not accept the next time. So you better make it good.
It may be he's just not that into you type moment. So savor.
You better get yourself some ribs, some ice cream.
Like a stalker.
Because you've been dumped.
That's right.
Good one. All right. You go. Well, yeah, you go for this one. We can both chime in on it.
So something Jamie has always done is he will open the door for me and pick me up.
Oh, you went to that one. Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's good.
He picks me up for our date. So like he'll pull and he does this for Layton. Layton and him have daddy-daughter dates, and he will come to the door and pick her up. And that melts my heart more than anything. Again, no.
I don't know what I did on the last one.
It's going to be very hard for guys to live up to
I should have, but
her daddy standards. But that's something he does. He shows up, he pulls up, he walks me to the door. He does everything that he did for me on that first date when he was trying to win me over.
And it was done.
And then say be friends.
It was done when I said I'd go out on a date with you.
That's right. That good.
I couldn't stop there. But yes, guys, do those things, okay? Let's be gentlemen, and most importantly, if you have, a son or a daughter, like, they need to see the chivalrous gentleman, do those things for the ladies. I promise it's a big deal. It needs to happen. Get the doors, If there's a puddle, you could get real extreme and toss your coat over it so she could walk through it. I've never had to do that, but, I would. Or if it's cold outside, take your coat off, throw it around them. All those little things are super important, okay? You need to do that for your wife every time you go out. Now, sometimes we go out. I do those things, and it's a little more casual, but that should just be like a habit. That should just be routine. So
and listen,
do
ladies,
little things.
Listen, ladies, I'm a strong, independent woman. And because my husband chooses to open the door for me does not make me feel any less strong or independent. So don't say words like,
I don't get that.
I can get it myself. I don't need you to open the door for me. No, you may not need them to open the door for you, but let them. It has nothing to do with needing them to, or maybe even wanting them to, but let them do it. Let them do the small stuff. I think that's why men's quit doing it. I think men quit doing that.
I don't understand this. Women, do y'all feel that way sometimes? Like, oh, I can do that. I don't know. I don't get why that happens so much.
But
and that's
listen,
probably
you
good.
all.
That's why you probably see this paradigm shift in like
Right.
men and women and roles and what's happening.
Right. I mean,
And that bothers me.
well, you can open all the doors you want for me. Always, babe.
It ought to
Always.
make you feel like royalty, you know.
That's right.
But you know, the Bible does say that as a man, that is our job. You know, that you are, what is it, like finer than, I don't know, diamonds and rubies, and to be treated, you know,
Solid.
like, yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it talks about the wife, you know, the female, the mother of your children, is to be treated as like precious gems, you know, like you got to take care of them. So I just don't get it. I think it's laid out biblically too, you know, what we're supposed to do.
And that
So,
doesn't kill my independence at all. I'm still strong. You know I'm strong. You know I'm independent.
yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, women, don't take that away from your husbands.
That's right. Let us do it.
We can't keep taking things away from them like that because we're strong and independent. Let them open a freaking door for you. Let them
Yes.
open the door for you.
Let us. Let
Okay.
us. Let
Let
us
you.
do it. Oh, okay. Ooh, this is a good one too. So we're gonna talk about talking with each other on the date. Now,
This is hard.
let me issue a challenge. So this is gonna
This is
be
really
two
hard.
part. When you go on your next date, I want you and your husband, and if you all have children, here you go. Try your very best to not talk about your kids the whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah, maybe sprinkle it here and there, but try not to, and just talk to them about other things. Like, you may have to do a little work, like prep yourself with some topics. Because I promise you this, let's say you haven't been out on a date in a while, or, you know, we have kids, and kids basically are like your life for 18 years of your life.
Kids and work are our life.
Kids and work. So when you go out, naturally, you're going to just want to talk about the kids. Or for us, we have to be careful with, because we work in the same place all day long, doing the same thing, just talking about work. And that's just not good conversation. You know,
No.
It's like, man, the date is supposed to be the time where we can like step away from all of the responsibilities we have as parents and as, you know, business owners and entrepreneurs, or, you know, whatever jobs you all may be working, and just take a breath, maybe talk about some things we just love and enjoy and don't get to talk about that much.
Yeah, but
You know?
when you're on your first, you know, when you go out, when you don't know each other yet and you're really starting to date each other, you don't know what to talk about. So you make small talk. You find things that the other person's interested in. You're looking for cues to talk about and things to just continue the conversation with instead of yes and no answers. But when you get married, you have those comfort zones that you go to that's like, you know, your kids and work and things that, you know, are comfortable and easy to talk about. Sometimes you have to really step outside your comfort zone and plan conversations, whether it's about, you know, quirky little things about how you met, or whatever it is, what, you know, ever interests you. You have try to really work on what you talk about and talk to each other. Don't make it a silent ride with, you know, if you like to sing in the car and, you know,
turn the music
on, jam, but don't just not have conversation with each other.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Make it
Say
fun.
something.
We
you know?
have a game that we play in the car even with our kids. It's the radio game, which I always win.
Yeah, and we haven't played it in a while. You know?
Right. So no, we haven't. So one of the things that we do is we hit scan on the radio, and you have to name that song really fast. And it just leads to so many different things that you could talk about, you know, or do.
It's
It's
just
just fun. It's just fun.
Fun to do.
And I
fun,
always win because
well, you didn't last time.
just a little tidbit about me. I can't carry a tune in a bucket, you all, but I can tell you almost every song and who sings it on the radio, whether it's like
you can.
70s, 80s, not like I've always loved music.
True story.
I love music. Love it.
Yeah,
And
it's
sometimes
amazing.
I sing when
Because I
Only
know
the
like
kids
the
and Jamie.
I know like the words to the song. I know what it is, but like I can't like name the artist all the time.
Yeah.
So she just like destroys me most of the time.
Good.
Just destroys.
Unless he cheats. He likes to cheat.
That is not true. I am not a cheater.
Or he'll look at the radio because it'll flop it up.
You know something else about that? What was it? It literally just left my head.
Really? That quick?
That fast. Jeez. Oh, what I was gonna say. When you are concerned about what you're gonna talk about on your date, or like, you know, wanting it to be perfect and everything, you're gonna find that when you want to be able to discuss other things with your spouse, you're gonna start paying a lot more attention to them. And when you start doing that, you're just listening more. And those things are going to start benefiting not only your date that you go out on, but like your marriage in general. Mm-hmm. So when they hear you talk about things that you literally have only just maybe mentioned in passing, or maybe it was a quick discussion you two had, you know, they might be like, well, they're never going to remember that. And like you bring it back up, you know, you're talking about it or something. I mean, it's going to be like, oh my gosh, wow. So you're kind of pushing yourself to do something really good for your marriage in general. Mm-hmm. But when we talk specifically about the date, it's going to benefit you because you've done the work. You know, you've started actually listening and paying attention to your spouse more.
Yeah.
So anyway, oh yeah, look nice. We talked about this one a lot.
It's really important, you know, no matter what the date is. Think about that first date when you wanted to just wow them, you know, get there. They ask you out. You're like, oh my gosh, I've got to be perfect. I've got to look perfect. And still to this day, when Jamie asks me out on a date, like, I have butterflies in my stomach and I want to,
what?
Like, I do.
For real?
Yeah.
Aww.
I just let him in on my secret. But I want to look perfect. I want to be somebody that when he takes me out, he's proud of me. And him to be like, wow, this is my wife.
Oh,
you know?
Well, I am most of the time.
Well, thank you. I'm you too.
Ooh. Sorry, were you done with your thought? I just wanted to chime in.
I was done with my thought.
She always looks hot, but you know, a lot of times, like earlier, she'd be getting dressed. I think she looks just so beautiful, and she's like, I hate the way I look. And I know that's like a total woman thing. So, I mean, guys, you get in there and reassure them, but she always looks so good. You always look so good.
Well, thank you.
Super
but
duper
normally,
smoking hot.
I'm looking in the mirror.
My wife.
I'm looking in the mirror going, where did that wrinkle come from? I look pale as a ghost. How did I gain that? Why don't my pants fit? Why are they tight? It's always something. Why is my left foot bigger than my right foot?
It's been that a lot lately, and I don't even know what to say to that. So I just kind of let her say it. And
I know.
Wait till we get to the next topic. You know, how do you respond to that?
Is it though, or they just make one shoe a little smaller than the other?
I mean, I don't know.
It was 2020, so I mean, who knows what happened when they were making shoes?
1 foot grew or 1 foot shrunk? I mean, I don't know. So I love you, and if I don't respond to that, it's not because I'm not listening. I just literally don't know what to say.
Don't know how to respond to that.
Because we can't like start buying like one separate shoe of each size. I can imagine that would be astronomically expensive. So, but yes, look nice, guys.
And tell each other they look nice. You know, be like, wow. Last date we went on, I come out of the bedroom and walked out there, and he was like,
yeah.
Whoa. I mean,
that's when you wore my shirt.
Yeah, I had his shirt on because
it was hot too. I mean, it was real hot. Okay.
I had on clothes. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I was dressed.
She didn't later, but no, I'm just kidding.
Moving on.
Too far. It's that line I just stepped over, and I'm going to pull my foot back real quick.
Told you all, I never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
That's right.
He's like our son.
I keep it clean, okay?
You do. Miles don't always keep it clean.
Okay?
Miles don't always keep it clean. He repeats his mother.
Guys, same thing for you. Look nice, okay? Get dressed up. Make that girl think that this matters to you. You gotta look nice for them. So that's really important. And then we've kind of already touched on this, but put some thought into the date. And it's okay. You know, there are times when just slipping away, getting to go grab a quick bite to eat, and hanging out, perfect. But make sure that you're intermingling in there, some things that are going to require you to put some thought into what you're planning to do for the date, because that says, hey, he listens. Oh, hey, somebody gives a crap. So take the time to do that. And it's a two-way street. So do things that each other like to do and be willing to do those things. There might be something that your husband really loves doing, okay? And maybe you're not that crazy about it, but do it with him. Like, be interested in it, enjoy it with him. Heck, if you let your guard down, you might end up really loving it. Who knows? But if there are those things, and you learn those as you get married, and the longer you stay married.
Listen, when we were dating, I went to a lot of art shows and museums, and I smiled because I love Jamie, and it was just about spending time with him. Not that I don't like those things. I just don't love them like he does.
Yeah.
But I got to be with him, and it was fun because I just got to be with him.
It's very true, and you got to do that. That's the give and take thing there.
And then when I drag him on shopping trips, he can't complain.
That's true. That's true. I mean, you don't have to, shop with her, but you go. I try to go. I try to walk around
and hold my bags.
I hold all the bags. Yeah,
He holds the bags.
I'm the workhorse, but do those things. Do things that each other likes to do. Pay attention. Plan things that they have dropped hints about. It will make a big difference.
Yeah.
Make a huge difference.
I mean, I think sports is a really good example of that. I think I think a lot of women love sports and they enjoy, watching sports or going to games with their husbands. But I'll bet there's times in there that they want some of the other stuff thrown into, just a good date night. I like good variety dates. Sometimes I'm a country girl, throw on the boots, get out on the farm type of date. And then other times I'm a get dressed up, put on some heels.
Yeah.
Just very diverse. Like to mix it up.
Yeah. I'm the same way, so it probably works well. Like a chameleon.
Yeah.
Like I love to go ride the razor and be outside and be muddy, but I like to, sometimes I like to have a suit on. Yeah. Look sharp, be a city slicker. Anything
to avoid, I think, complacency and getting comfortable and just getting stuck in a rut with the same old thing,
Yeah, absolutely. So put thought into it. Take some time, plan what you're going to do, base it off of maybe things you've heard her say, and, vice versa. Same way, it's okay for the lady to plan one here and there, but put thought and effort into it. So
we're getting really close to Valentine's Day. So I'm going to throw some things out there for you all for different dating, big dates maybe, more so to speak, than, other times. But we have Valentine's Day.
Yep, Valentine's Day is a good one.
Something ladies absolutely love is when you remember, like, your first date you went on, like, when that was, and you do something special. That's
the
special.
Replay.
Yeah.
We call it the replay.
We went on a replay date this year. But I planned it.
She did. It was awesome.
And on close to, somewhere through there, when we went on our first date, I actually surprised him. I think I made you put a mask over your eyes.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't have a blindfold. And took him to we started at Puerto's and went to Puerto's.
Places that we went. We didn't see Superbad.
No, we didn't see Superbad. But one of the things we did when we were broke college kids and we weren't married yet, like, you made me signs, and you in my apartment, you set them all up, and like we went to the different stations. So you had like the Mexican station where you had got you had got Mexican food and set it up, and then
I made it, didn't I? Was that when I made the chicken, cheese, and rice and shaped it in the heart on the plate? Yeah, it was the signs, because I was broke.
And then we watched Superbad, had Blizzard.
We did.
And then I don't remember what you did for the beach, but we may have actually.
Did we go back? We might have gone back
there, but like it was like so. But remembering that day is important. Remembering the day that you proposed, which we don't always go on a date on that one because it's New Year's. It was New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
But we always
New Year's Day.
We do celebrate it with a sweet Facebook post to each other or card or Jamie actually remembered this year and I forgot forgot.
The day that I asked you to marry.
I this year
January 1.
I was not thinking. I don't know why, but I wasn't thinking.
I mean, that's not really like the big one.
And then, of course, your anniversary. And
Yes,
we have
absolutely.
some really good anniversary dates.
Yeah. You should all, like, these are the ones that you could, like, put the real planning in
The
on.
real planning.
Now, for our anniversary, it's really cool. Now, we haven't done it the past couple of years.
Yeah.
We kind of we did some different stuff, but
Yeah.
we used to live in downtown Bowling Green, right on Fountain Square. We lived in an apartment above what was the Quilt Makers. Is that what it was called? The Himalayan Road.
Yeah, it's the quilt makers now.
That's right. Candle factory now.
Yeah.
Anyway, we lived above that in the apartment up there.
It was our very first apartment.
It was.
Together when we got married.
It was such a piece of crap. But it was a great spot.
The shower was like this. We couldn't even like get in the shower together. Like I couldn't even save my legs. It was so tiny.
So small. Like it was terrible.
Then there's the bars downtown that
we
every
were
Thursday
right
night
over
was
top
like boom. Like it would wake you up because the bedrooms
people
were
getting
at the front.
arrested, cops,
Yeah.
which at that time in our life, that was cool. I mean, we were young.
Wasn't cool when I had class the next day. But
Yeah, not so great then, but a cool little spot. But the neat thing
when
about
it's not you down there having the fun
is, it's not as fun to watch. Well, some of it is, but
it's true.
well, a neat thing about that place is, so I don't remember how many years ago now, and I don't even remember how I found out about it, but that apartment was taken and turned into a bed and breakfast, which was super cool. So there for a few years, we would, every year on our anniversary, we would rent it out for the weekend and go there and stay, for a day or a couple of days and get up and have breakfast at, there was a really great bakery and then it closed because they had the best breakfast burritos ever. But
JD's Bakery.
And that's what we would do. And that was cool because it had real meaning to us. It was different.
Right.
It was unique, something fun like that. But, remember stuff like that. So, and find ways to do little things like that. Those are the big days, though. Those are times when you could really, really wow her.
And then one year, he made me this. We used to watch Sex in the City all the time. So he made me,
did.
I wish I'd have found that before this paper. But
The other one's here. There was two of them.
Yeah, he surprised me with a trip to New York for our first anniversary and then our 10th.
Yeah.
Our 10th? It was before COVID.
Because the wedding I went with Layton.
Yeah, and we took Layton that time. But our 10-year anniversary, he did the same thing and like left it taped on the door to like an envelope.
I don't know where I was because you called me and you're like, Jamie, what have you done?
I said, "What have you done?" And we went back to New York. So those are big dates. Like those are really big dates. They don't have to be that big. I mean,
yeah, but really, it's more like, so if it hadn't been New York, it would have been the fact that I did it the exact same way that I did it the first time.
Right.
And remembering stuff like that, because I'm a forgetful dude, but things like that I don't generally forget.
Right. But just made it fun.
That's the point, is like the effort that goes into that.
Or the scavenger hunt.
Yeah, scavenger hunts are fun. I mean, that's a good quick date idea that you could do. Pick out a couple places, write a few clues, have her a little gift, drive around till you find them, and then get your bite to eat. Do
because that's simple. What you're thinking was bite to eat.
No, but we were on the way there. I mean, it's. I was like,
done all the things right.
It's like
all the things right.
I was like, better know what's going on.
That's right. One that we went on this year was a truck bed date.
Truck bed picnic.
So he took me, there was a piece of land that my daddy bought before he passed away that I had said I wanted, and we own it. And we didn't build our house there. It's in the middle of the field. But he took me over there, and we had our truck picnic date. He put the mattress in the back of the truck. It was raining a little bit, so we put the tarp over our head. And then we had steak and baked potato that he had fixed, and asparagus and dessert.
We did, yeah.
And then some drink that you had seen on the rocks but-
Yeah.
And it was
Some
good.
mixed drink I saw that he
It was
made.
good. It was really good. Turned on some of our lobster playlist.
We did, yeah. It was
Fantastic.
perfect. And that's an easy thing to do. Even if you don't have a truck, you can use an SUV. You
Like
can
the
use a
back-
car, you
That's
know.
right.
I don't know.
Just
Pop
make
the
sure,
trunk, put a
maybe
couple
make
chairs
sure
out.
you own the land.
Yeah, or don't. And that's even more exciting, you know. You got to go in, sneak in, get it done, get out of there, okay?
Just not on our farm, okay? Not on our
Or yeah, we'll know what's going on. They must have watched the show, so.
Sure.
Another good one is like I had a little element of competition. Seems to be fun sometime, or something that's kind of exhilarating. So go-kart racing, we've done that.
Jamie heard me say like something about just liking to go fast, or I can't remember, or I had posted a picture of my very first car, which was a Mustang, and Jamie's like, the wheels started turning. And he said, well, you said you like to go fast. So we went to the go-kart track and we raced.
And it was fun, yeah.
And-
A little competitive.
Yeah.
And they're good go-karts.
Yeah.
It was something different. It was fun.
Yeah. It wasn't your typical go-kart. Like, it was like,
Yeah. And it's easy. Like, it's easy. That was an easy column.
Fun.
Get it set up. You know, that could be one you do this year. We're giving you easy dates that we've done, and
really
they work
not,
great.
you know, not expensive.
Now I was going to write something
You
there,
wrote the word the.
and I wrote the.
So one
Darn
year,
it.
one year for Valentine's Day, it was through the week, and it had. I don't know if I'd been sick or I'd been stressed or whatever. And he's like, "Well, what do you want to do for Valentine's
Oh,
Day?"
I think that's what I was going to write there.
I was like, "I just want sushi and beer," and I mean, I really didn't think he'd do it, but I come home. And here is a case, not a case, a 6-pack of.
A case, good grief.
I know, right? I'm trying.
In college.
No, a 6-pack of Michelob Ultra and sushi, and I mean,
And it was good.
perfect
Love
date.
sushi, yeah. So, and that's just listening. You know, you can do little things like that at home. Cook dinner at home. You know, just do something cool like that. We've done that. I don't know how many times.
Have
Just
somebody
like
watch the kids.
yeah, get somebody to watch the kids, or if they're old enough, you know, make them be your servers. You know, dress them up, make it
We
real
haven't
fancy.
done that yet. The
No,
kids
they're not
like
really
that.
old enough yet.
Well,
so.
Leighton is, but she would love that.
Yeah, and then you know, send them away. You know, send them away. But that's
Parents have
easy
gotta
to
fight
do.
and go fight over this in the bedroom.
That's easy to do. That's right. Kids, we need just a few minutes to go fight about this.
Don't get upset.
All right, we're going lobster hunting, and we'll be right back. The wine. So I put this one down, the wine and dine. So every now and then, and we've talked about some of these, but you know, do the real nice thing. You know, find somewhere real fancy to go. Most women like a reason to get dressed up. Okay, Not all
Especially
the
after
time.
like 2020, where we lived in our sweatpants and yoga pants and pajama pants for a lot of it.
Yeah.
Man, it felt good to go on that date.
Yeah, so every now and then do something, find something you can do to where you give them a reason that you all can both get pretty fancy, okay? You know, guys, coat, pants, women can find a nice dress or just a real nice outfit, but do something that gives them the chance to get really dressed up. And then I'm pretty sure, this is kind of a good one I threw in there too. So day dates, you know, a lot of times you think about dates and, you know, you think about going in the evening, you know, going out when it's dark, but we went this past year, and I think, was it a Wednesday or Thursday? We didn't have anything to do, and we went to Lafayette, and we went hiking. Just me and Lindsay. There's a great little, what's that place called? Winding trail, winding ladder or something.
Something like that. It was awesome.
Yeah, and it was middle of the day. We
Don't
we
go
rode
there
over
at
there.
night.
We rode, don't do that. We rode over there, you know, just me and Lindsay, and we hiked for a little while, and it was nice.
There was waterfalls.
Beautiful waterfalls. No real cell phone reception.
None.
And
I like places like that with no cell phone reception.
we just hung out, and it was cool. And then we grabbed a bite to eat. But it was a day date. You know, we just if you happen to have both of you all have a day off, and the kids are going to go to school or their daycare, go do something.
Yeah.
Find something to go do. So take a day date. That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes you have to say, today I'm not cleaning. This is my day off, but I'm not cleaning the house because my spouse is off too. We're gonna go do something fun. You know, go canoeing. Like, I mean, we like country. We like being outside, nature, the country. You know, we love our razor. Go ride the razor.
Yep. That one's on the list. It's in for repair right now, but razor date's on the list. So
we haven't got to do that yet.
But it's on
With
the list.
Just the two of us.
So, but there you go, guys. That's,
But I think you have to know your spouse, don't you? Like,
Sure.
You know what I like. I know what you like. Everybody is different. So but I think that a lot of the things that women want as far as dates are are similar to one another, whether it's staying in and then going out and getting fancy or what. Like, I think we all want a good mixture of both of that. We just want more than anything the effort.
Yeah, and that is the biggest part of it, is the effort. And marriage takes effort. Dating takes effort. Life takes effort. And if you want to have a good marriage, it's like with anything, you're gonna have to put the work in.
You're gonna have to do the hard stuff.
You're gonna have to do the hard stuff, guys. Yeah. And making sure you continue to date your spouse is not easy. And it's a shame that you say that, but it's just the truth, because we're all creatures of complacency, I think, to an extent. We all get just kind of lazy sometimes.
And we take things for granted. Like that opportunity will always be there.
Exactly. And that's just not the case. So we encourage you guys, try some of these tips. We encourage you to try some of these dates. They're easy. Hopefully they gave you maybe some good ideas, something fresh, new that you're going to, maybe you'll go try it with your wife for Valentine's Day or something.
Right.
Or this weekend, Yeah.
What are we talking about tomorrow?
Tomorrow is, pull that calendar out there.
Where's my calendar?
Or don't.
Oh, where's my calendar? Oh, dear.
I don't know, because it's not just in there.
No.
How does that
Okay, you
work?
all. Well, I don't remember what we're talking about tomorrow on episode 6.
Is it on there anywhere?
No, it's not.
I know it went out in the email.
We will let you all know tomorrow, but I'm sure that it's good. And I've thought of more topics while we were sitting here talking about this that we could talk about.
There's so much.
So much. I should have wrote it down because I probably won't remember.
Guys, that would be me. I have to put everything in my phone. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Again, if you got something good out of it, share it with somebody.
Yes.
Another couple, people. They don't have to be married. I think these are all good tips, but we hope it helps. Hopefully you can take something, make your marital life a little bit better, a little bit stronger, and we really appreciate you. So
yeah, appreciate you.
I just think, I don't even remember who. I feel like somebody said that to me one time, and I was like, "Oh wow, that felt really nice."
I like it.
Everything.
I like it a lot.
If you ever talk to me now on the phone or anything, more than likely before I hang up, I'm going to tell you, thanks so much. I appreciate you.
Listen, you all. Listen. We'll say bye after this. But Jamie is from Frankfort, Kentucky, which is not near as southern as me in southern Kentucky.
It's a little more north.
I have a much more country accent, so I've been told.
Your draw's a little more.
I have a lot
heavier
more draw.
than mine.
But to hear Jamie say "appreciate you" is so funny. It just shows that the South has rubbed off on you.
The South.
This southern girl has rubbed off on you.
I think I do say I say the word appreciate correctly, but I'm pretty sure I go with the yeah. I appreciate you, because I'm almost certain I don't say I appreciate you.
No.
I think I go with the yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. Okay, appreciate you. I think it's all one word, actually.
We appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you guys.
Thanks
so much.
Thanks for watching.
And we'll be back again
We'll see you all tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
With some more love.
We roll on with loving. I don't know when the fight one is, but
We'll make it whenever we want to.
That's right.
Oh.
When I say, see you guys.